friends, it's akidearest, and welcome everybody to another episode of the Otaku Monthly Favorites, where at the end of or beginning of every month, I introduce you guys to different anime, different manga, and different anime and otaku related things that I've been introduced to within that given month. So let's just get right into it because I have a lot in store that has happened in December that I wanted to share with you guys. The next thing that I want to introduce you guys to is an anime movie that I had the pleasure of watching called Modest Heroes. So Modest Heroes isn't just one story, it's actually an anthology of 3 different short films all following the same theme, which I would put in my own words as heroes in our everyday lives. The films are Kanini and Kanino, Life Ain't Gonna Lose, and Invisible. Each film is created by a different director, each one of them with different protagonists. Kanini and Kanino is about 2 small children who are smaller than literally everything else around them, who set off on a quest to find their father after a terrible storm that pulled the 2 heroes downstream. Life Ain't Gonna Lose is about a boy with an extreme allergy to eggs and his daily life having to live as normal as possible. His mother also shares difficulties making sure that every little decision that he makes avoids him going into an anaphylactic shock. And finally, Invisible. This is a story of an invisible man who tries to get through daily errands while also trying to hope that one day someone will give him the attention he desires. While all of these characters have different stories, each one truly lives up to the title Modest Heroes. The movie is by Studio Ponic, the same studio who brought you Mary and the Witch's Flower, featuring many artists from Studio Ghibli. Now, I think my personal favorite that I would have to go out of all 3 of these short films is to Life Ain't Gonna Lose, just because I do have a lot of allergies that I have to deal with on a daily basis, pretty much any animal with fur. So as a kid, it's always the hardest being attentive to what triggers your allergies, and I guess I also have a lot of people in my life to thank for who has saved me from those situations. If you guys want to watch, it'll come out in theaters on January 10th and January 12th. Down below you can get tickets as well as a link to a giveaway where you can possibly win tickets to the movie as well as exclusive merch from the movie. And a big shout out to the guys over at G Kids who are the sponsor for this video and also the people who gave me Modest Heroes early. I think as you go through each film there will be a different connection that you'll have with the characters, but when it comes out let me know in the comments below or tweet it at me at akidearest of what you guys thought. So the first thing I want to show you guys is something that I made. I don't know if any of you saw this video where I made a Kingdom Hearts Ita bag. And from that video, I guess I started taking on a nice little hobby of creating Ita bags. Ita bags are basically very decorative backpacks, but let me just show you guys. Boom! So this is an Animal Crossing Ita bag. The bag was basically an empty canvas and it was sent to me by a company called Kokan. So it came with this white covering that acts as sort of like a blank canvas, and then over it you can just do whatever you want. So I found this fabric. It was like 50 cents at Walmart, and then I just got a whole bunch of Animal Crossing pins. I'll link everything in the description below, including whoever made these pins. And I found this adorable patch, which will also be linked in the description too. I wanted to go for something a little bit more minimalistic because I know the Kingdom Hearts one was like super busy, which you can't usually make them that way, but I wanted to just, you know, less is more is the way that I'd like to look at this. And yeah, I think this whole thing took me probably 10 minutes. You just get a fabric, cut it over, and then you just glue it on, and then you just put on the little pins, and then you just put it back into your backpack. And the reason that I went with this bag from Kokan is because it had like the little ears. So I thought Animal Crossing, animal themed bag, a match made in heaven. Now, the third thing I want to introduce you guys to is, let's just call this an homage to Kingdom Hearts 3. This company called Itaikuji sent me this big box of just Kingdom Hearts stuff. I didn't know what to expect, and when I opened it, I found a lot of pretty good stuff that I actually used as Christmas gifts for my friends. So the first thing I wanted to look at was these Keyblade keychains. I think they gave me the whole collection in it, and I didn't really want to open them because I wanted to give them as Christmas presents, but inside you'll find different types of Keyblades from the game. The next thing I wanted to open was these sea salt ice cream bath bombs that they gave me. So beforehand, it just looks like a sea salt ice cream like from Kingdom Hearts 2. But when you put it into the bath, I knew it was gonna fizzle, but I didn't know that there was a Keyblade underneath. And in this case, as you guys can see, the Keyblade I got was the Ultimate Keyblade. Each ice cream that comes in it has a random keyblade in it. So I thought that that was pretty cool. As far as the smell goes, it smells like really strong detergent. It's actually quite pleasing, but you know, it doesn't create bubbles and I like bubble baths, so I just mixed it in with some bubble bath formula and you have yourself a Kingdom Hearts bath. The next item was these 2 sets of washi tape, one black and one white. I don't really know what to do with washi tape, but I know that it can be used for a lot of decorative pieces like on your laptop and stuff. That's not really something that I do, but I gave it to my good friend Ganda Chris, who also has a YouTube channel that you guys can look at. And each one obviously was Kingdom Hearts themed, so I'm sure that she'll make good use of them. I also got these character pins where the back looks like the character's butt and then the front is the character itself. I guess you could just use these for paper or to keep things together. They're basically rubber Kingdom Hearts paper clips. And then I also got a few more keychains and products that you guys can also look in the description. I'll link everything that Itaikuchi sent me as well. They're not sponsoring at all, they just decided to send a bunch of Kingdom Hearts stuff to me, so feel free to go on their site. They have a lot of anime products on there that you guys can check out. And the last thing I want to share is another boys love / yaoi manga that I started reading called I Hear the Sunspot. So basically, I Hear the Sunspot is a yaoi manga about a boy with a hearing problem and is aided by another student who offers to help him. So in I Hear the Sunspot, the main guy who's deaf can still read lips, so when you read the manga, he still responds pretty normally. Now, in comparison to another manga called Silent Voice, which is another fantastic manga and movie that you guys should definitely watch, in that manga, she can't really speak normally, and you can see it in the text. Like sometimes the word will be distorted or it won't be complete, so that it makes you really in tune with what it's like as a deaf person. With I Hear the Sunspot, they make him talk pretty normally through most of it, just because he is older and has learned to read lips and pronounce things normally. It's definitely a lot more serious toned romance, so if that's into your liking and you guys like some boys love, I definitely recommend that. So I read this manga on a site called Bookwalker where I downloaded the app. Now a lot of you guys probably heard me shout out Bookwalker multiple times in the past. If you haven't, you guys can get $5 off of your purchase if you use the code akidearest, whether you want to watch this or any other manga or light novels. As an addition, you guys can use the code AKI30 to get 30% off of your purchase of 1,500 Japanese yen, which is roughly like $15 USD. So that's everything for the Otaku Monthly Favorites of December. Let me know, guys, of what you guys think of anything that I have shared here. If you guys want to try and recommend anything more, put it in the comment section down below. Other than that, appreciate you guys for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more anime and otaku related content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!